What if I told you that the key to mastering life lies in understanding a simple yet profound symbol? Throughout history, many cultures have sought to explain the delicate balance that governs the universe. This balance is beautifully encapsulated in the concept of yin and yang. Have you ever noticed how night turns into day, or how rest follows exertion? These everyday cycles are perfect examples of the yin and yang at work in our lives. This ancient symbol represents the balance between opposing forces, showing us that neither can exist without the other. But what exactly does yin and yang mean? In the beginning, the infinite universe did not manifest as distinct phenomena. There was no time, space, light, darkness, forms, or dimensions. There was only unity, a boundless movement in every direction. Spiral movements intertwined in a process of differentiation, with forces generating spirals from the periphery toward the center, representing yang, and forces dispersing spirals from the center toward the periphery, representing yin. These are the dominant forces in the world of relativity. Yang is the force where energy particles condense as they move from the sky to the earth, giving rise to the human body, plants, animals, and all physical phenomena. This is the path of manifestation and matter. In contrast, yin represents the path of expansion, where energy particles begin to disperse, stretch, and expand as they move from the earth to the sky, known as the path of spirituality. Thus, we experience both a horizontal relationship with other people and a vertical relationship with the heavens and whatever lies beyond the stars. Neither can exist without the other. All spirals that form the different relative worlds continuously appear and disappear within the boundless universe. The constant, ongoing movement from yin to yang and from yang to yin produces an ever-continuing motion, reflecting the dynamic balance of the cosmos. The yin-yang symbol embodies the essence of dualistic philosophy. Despite its simplicity, it conveys a profound depth of cosmic wisdom. The symbol consists of two swirling halves, black, yin, and white yang, each containing a dot of the opposite color. The black half, representing yin, is associated with femininity, darkness, introspection, receptivity, and the moon. Conversely, the white half, symbolizing yang, stands for masculinity, light, activity, assertiveness, and the sun. This design signifies that there is always an element of yin within yang and vice versa. The small dots within each half indicate that the seed of the opposite exists within every element. This illustrates the interdependent relationship between yin and yang. Neither can exist without the other. These two halves are always engaged in a balanced dance, and the attraction between them is often described as love. Someone once told his beloved, "You're the yin to my yang." This idea is related to the notion that sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. For example, to build strong muscles, it's not enough to focus solely on intense workouts, yang. You also need to ensure proper rest and sleep, yin. When yin reaches its utmost limit, it transforms into yang, and vice versa, embodying the idea that the darkest hour is just before dawn. Yin and yang is a powerful symbol that illustrates the concept that nothing in nature is absolute or pure. When applied to human behavior, it suggests that no person can be entirely good or entirely bad. In every person with a dark heart, there exists a spark of goodness, and even in the kindest of hearts, there can be traces of darkness. This symbol emphasizes the inherent balance in life. Much like breathing in and out, both are essential, and one cannot exist without the other. Without death, there can be no life, and without life, there is no death. Lao Tzu, in the Tao Te Ching, spoke of how most people fear either death or life, but the truly wise are those who embrace the dance of existence without fear, finding joy in both living and dying. Yang, contractive, hot, warming, smaller, near the equator, summer, more heat, more salt, more pressure, more time, sodium, focused, concentrated, tight, stressed. Yin, expansive, cold, larger, near the poles, winter, less heat, less salt, less pressure, less time. Potassium, creative and relaxed, more likely to forget details, unable to complete projects. In ancient Chinese philosophy, yin-yang was seen as the fundamental law governing the universe, with balance between opposing forces essential for harmony. The Chinese believe that qi, the vital energy flowing through all things, connected humans to the cosmos. They believed that human behavior could disrupt this balance, as personal qi radiated outward and interacted with cosmic qi, much like ripples on water. Natural disasters such as floods and plagues were viewed as cosmic retribution for moral failings or societal injustice. Taoist masters played a key role in observing omens and guiding communities to restore balance through rituals and actions. They believed that aligning human qi with the cosmic qi could prevent further chaos. This belief system reflected deeper questions about human existence, purpose, and our connection to the Tao, the underlying principle of all things. The ancient Chinese saw human actions as deeply intertwined with the natural world, with the potential to influence the balance of yin and yang and, by extension, the stability of the universe. In various religious traditions, the concept of duality is represented through symbols such as alpha and omega, good and evil, heaven and hell, each reflecting the eternal dance of yin and yang. In modern science, we observe this duality in the relationship between protons and electrons. The concept of yin and yang also aligns perfectly with the binary code in computing, which consists of ones and zeros, and resonates with the principles of quantum physics, which we will explore later. Newton's third law of motion states, "For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction." This principle echoes the ancient concept of yin and yang. Do you see the connection? In macrobiotics, illnesses arise from an imbalance of yin and yang caused by following an extreme lifestyle that is either too yin or too yang. Therefore, diseases are classified as either yin or yang, and to achieve healing, one must adopt a balanced lifestyle. A balanced diet, aligned with the surrounding environment, local to the place of living, in harmony with the current season, and tailored to the individual's needs and lifestyle, forms the foundation of health in macrobiotics. Vegetables can be considered more yin, while animals are more yang. Vegetables grown in hot climates, under more yang conditions, are larger, containing more minerals, potassium, and water, making them more yin despite the yang conditions. In contrast, vegetables grown in colder northern climates are more yang. Root vegetables growing within the soil are more yang, while the leaves extending outwards represent yin. For example, when comparing two pumpkins, the larger one is considered more yin than the smaller one. In cooking, we use water, fire, and salt. Fire is yang, water is yin, salt is yang, and oil is yang. Time and pressure are also yang, increasing density. It's crucial to pay attention to these factors and balance them during cooking according to the season and the individual's physical and psychological needs. Through proper cooking, we can achieve optimal physical and mental health. Conversely, going against the laws of the universe may cause spiritual and physical illness. For example, the hot/warm, yang, temperatures of summer are balanced by light cooking, fruits, raw vegetables, and salads, yin. In the cold winter, yin, we use pressure cooking, baking, and hot soups, yang. We will expand on this explanation in upcoming videos. The key to balance and harmony in life is understanding the dance between yin and yang, the dark and the light, the passive and the active.